Have I been talking for 12 minutes with my mic off? I can't. Oh my gosh. I'm like, is that. Are we for real right now? Is that what happened? Did I not realize that I was muted? I guess it wasn't totally 12 minutes, but. Motherfucker. Oh my god. Alright. Well, anyway. Alright. Okay. Give me just a second. Let's take two an action. I Robin. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's good. That's that's lovely. Just, uh... Okay, I'm gonna drink some water after that. Okay. I don't know if I was muted or if it muted myself somewhere weirdly in there. And I'm having a weird, very weird deja vu moment at the moment. Okay. Trippy. Trippy, 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 trippy. Okay. Alright. And action. Put a little stream marker. Okay. Now in action. Anyways. Welcome back. Hello. Hello, Serendips. Good to have you. I came here today with I want to do some offerings. What's kind of coming through right now is actually some, like, automatic writing. I was trying to... I, funnily enough, apparently was muted for the first 10 minutes of my conversation about what that meant to me and all the different things. So I love that. But, so we're just gonna get started. Few things, just highlighting. Notebook. This is my notebook that I keep by my bedside table where I can jot down downloads that I'm getting, as well as I usually keep this piece of selenite by my bed for a good cleansing crystal, and then I keep this other one that I have no idea what kind of crystal this is, but he feels very grounding and very protective, and so he's a nice pocket crystal that I will carry from time to time. He's just coming into the space today. So, all that to say, I don't know. I guess let's just get started and see what comes through in the automatic writing. Because I'm just laughing at myself for the fact that I was muted for my whole intro. That's good. Just a little bit so I can... Let's see. Okay, I do always angle things, so here, let me angle you so that way. This was an impromptu offering or impromptu type of idea that came to mind, so. Like we're in class with the teacher has a projector. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of go into channel mode here. See what they want to say. Like I said, well, like I tried to say. Hold on. Yeah, like I was trying to say before I realized I was muted. My guides and how I've been talking in this sense has been with the 13 beings of light, which have kind of come to light from this book that I've been reading. I haven't read any more recently, so I haven't been able to continue on, but they've come to me as my guides and kind of like taking over a good part of my guiding roles. So that is primarily who I will be channeling in this, and if I sense that there's a different spirit or something else coming through, then I will ask and get that clarity. But okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna mute myself, and this will just be and I'll come off mute if I feel like it's, I don't know. I'm gonna start with muting myself and see how it goes. And we'll just see what happens. All right. Very fascinating. I think I'll read this back just in case for any of those that are interested. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by. Like I said, this was just kind of some automatic writing, so I've been channeling with the 13 beings of light. They're kind of my new guides, or I've kind of stepped into my guide role here recently, and anyways, I've been communicating with them via like journaling, and so I'll like it's the two different fonts. So my handwriting is this is how I typically write, and this is kind of the handwriting that they come through. Hey Zarya, good to see you. So their message today. I was like, all right, I'm ready. They said, perfect. Thank you for opening up to this channel. We want to talk about death, life after death. And I was like, where would you like to begin? They said, the soul separation, when your body dies. Like, what about it? When your body dies, the cord that ties you to your body is severed. I asked how, and they said, we cut it. I was like, who is we? That us, the beings of light. It's like, can all of you do it, or how many of you can? They said, all 13 of us. Like, okay, but is it only done by you 13, or can anyone else do it? They're like, no, only us. Like, okay. It's like, is it painful to the soul who is leaving their physical body? They said, only temporarily. We try to do it as quickly as possible as soon as we know for certain they are not meant to return to their human bodies. And I said, you used bodies and not body. I said, yes. I was like, tell me more about that. I said, some of you inhabit more than one body at a time. I was like, what do you mean? And I got crickets. Like, blank stare. Like, do you mean in the same timeline? Like, no. I was like, okay, so do you mean that our souls are split amongst multiple timelines? I said, yes. I was like, are we all like that? They said, yes. They're like, so who would be someone who doesn't inhabit more than one body at a time? I said, you. I was like, well, what makes my soul different? They said, you've called all of your soul fragments back to yourself, which is true. I've done that several times in several different meditations. I was like, do we all always start our Earth lives with split timeline souls? And they're like, no. They're like, what or who are the exceptions? They said, the healers. That is there any other information you wish to share at this time about soul fragments? They said, no. Like, okay. What about the death process? And death is in quotes because your body dying, but you don't really die. I said, the death process goes like this. They said, your body shuts down, we cut your cord, you return to the light, you review your life and your life lessons, you go back again. And I was like, go back where? And so it's 3D life, not necessarily Earth, but you just go back to like 3D living. And you repeat that cycle until you're ready to guide others full-time from the other side. I was like, then what? They said, then you join our ranks as healers, messengers, guardians, fellowship. I was like, okay. Said, then you can become an ascended master, then an angel, then one of us. I said, us being a being of light. I said, aren't the others already a being of the light? I said, yes, but they aren't one of the core of our core 13. I said, does that mean that they merge with one another, like one or more of you, or is it like that the number becomes 14? I said, the number becomes 14. I was like, so you're telling me that in our universe's history, our conscious, I said universe. Hold on. Yeah, our universe's history, only 13 beings have ever truly become one with the light. And they're like, yes. I was like, is there anything beyond you all? I said, source. Like, why would anyone want to become a being of light? I said, direct access to source. I said, don't we already have direct access to source within the Holy Trinity? They said, yes. Said, so what is special or different here? They're like, nothing. It's like, so why strive for it to be one of the core beings of light? They said, you don't. Your soul does. And I said, your as in me, as in Cammy, or as in the collective your? And they just had me circle the first your. I said, all right, what next? They're like, that's it. That's all we wanted to share with you and your audience today. I said, all right. I said, okay, thank you for your time, energy, and gifts. They said, namaste, look for the light. And then I said, namaste. But these are the four symbols that I work with a lot, or have come through from them, where it's this like double star that has, 2 4-point stars, the Ankh, a heart, and then the star that's more of, I haven't really counted it, but it's more representative, like the 13 points. And all of those, I've channeled about them before. Where did I... I love that. Yeah, the Ankh is really powerful. I use that one a lot. So the star symbol has come to me, let me see. So the star symbol, or the symbol of a star, represents a healer, a guiding, here, hold on, there we go. Like the lighthouse, the guide, the healer, the guiding light, the hope in the darkness. It's like, you're the star is you. You can use the star on anyone and everyone. It is a power symbol of hope. That's the star. Connects to the sun, or suns in the masculine energy. You can use it with like energy work to help. It's like they use the word planting hope within someone, but it could also be like encouraging or showing what hope feels like in the body, in the energy field. So that the star is hope. The heart symbol, power symbol of like love, life, happiness. Live, laugh, love. They wanted to say wholeness at first, but it's just kind of like, kind of it all wrapped up in 3, the love, life, and happiness. It's emotion of love, feeling complete, whole, grounded, loved, not broken. You are not broken. You can use it to... You can use it with your words and your actions and how you show up with compassion, empathy, and empowerment towards others. It can be drawn on people during energy work, but isn't necessary. Basically just like let the love, the life, the happiness flow naturally. So the next one are the 2 double stars, also considered a power symbol, and this is the power symbol of balance, or at least what has come to me for the power symbol of balance. So it says what I got from this, and when did I channel this? This was on the 27th of July. So it says, when all the energies are in perfect harmony, masculine, feminine, yin, yang, grounded, ethereal, harmony, balance, shining together, divine union, precision, both shining, both stars. I love that this is aligning for you, Zarya. And that's it. Like I've channeled about the Ankh before. The Ankh is very much a protective symbol. Oh, didn't put my little thing in there. The Ankh has been a protective symbol for me, power symbol of life. I use it as like an energy deflector. I don't know if you're familiar with like Moon Knight, the character in like Marvel Rivals, the video game, because in there, the video game, the Ankh is like thrown on the ground, and you like throw. Well, okay, how do I want to? It's more of like I view the Ankh, or the Ankh has come to me with the like, you place it somewhere and it deflects the negative energy. Like I view it as like an energy deflector, an energy protector. So I will use the Ankh, like I'll place it at my feet, I will place it on my body, I'll place it on my channel. If I'm ever doing energy work in a new space, I will put it temporarily in there with me. But it's very much like, I very much like draw the symbol with my hand and imagine it being a, yeah, it's just like I'm just placing the symbol of protection, the power symbol of life, on the space, or on the person, or on the being, or on whatever it is that needs it. I've put it on buildings, like it's on my home. So I will use that a lot for protection. I'm trying to think if there's any more that I wanted to share about it. No, those are the four, or like those are the four main symbols that I work with outside of my like power symbol of love that I'll use. But those four are like my core my core four. So much so that I even put them on my new like business cards. I have them downstairs ready to go. Passed out. Show you. Yeah. Turn that off. But if you, I don't know, if you've never, I will say whenever I put the power symbol of life on my body, I had a very, very profound experience with it. Because it basically like unlocked my ability to, like it gave me that like angel wing expression. Like I think I have a video somewhere of me like talking about that whole experience. Hey Mulier. But it's, yeah. Use it as you feel called, but just bringing that into the space slash sharing that in the space. Alright, let me see. I have had lunch, but I was thinking I'm gonna take a quick bio break from kind of the channeling session. So if you want to take like a couple minutes to go grab a little snickety snack, and then I will see you back here in just a couple minutes. So I'll be right back. All right. There we go. And we're back. I will say, I just saw that my first sign up, celebration time, my first sign up for my shamanic activation circle that is in just under a month had their sign up, or like came through as I was doing my channeling. And that's dope as fuck. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That offering is so good. And I'm just like, That was the one, Zarya, that you were I was doing that like live working session as I was like trying to come up with my little like flyers for and it's so funny as I'm like sitting here, I'm like, I have you both in my chat, but it's saying I only have one viewer. And so it just like Spirit's playing with the numbers again. They're giving me the one viewer and also 111 or like 111 in my like Twitch stats in my like OBS thing right now. I'm like, woohoo! Oh, amazing. Thank you. Thank you for the gifted subs. Or you gifting out of the kindness of your heart, or are you wanting a reading SQL? SKQL? Well, I appreciate you nonetheless. I appreciate you. Gosh, just... It's so cool. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I love it. I appreciate it. I'm grateful, so thank you. That's... Keep the love coming. Like I welcome it in, I receive it. I am grateful, I am blessed, I am, yeah. It's just so good. Yeah. That's so cool. That's so cool. But yeah, yeah, go ahead. What type of shamanism stuff do I do in approach to holistic healing? I feel like you gotta be a little more specific than that. What kind of shamanism? So, for me, being a shaman... Actually, hold on, hold, please. I actually wrote... a post for this. But here's the full... Yeah, here's kind of like my full like thoughts in like written down of like what it means to be a shaman for me. But I use a bunch of different things. So like I know other types of shaman will use like plant medicine, and that's probably more of what people associate shamanism with, is with like plant medicine or like drum circles and that kind of thing. For me and the tools that I use is I don't use any sort of substance. I use, guiding your breath, playing with sound and music, and it doesn't necessarily mean drumming. It could just be meditation music, emo music, pop music, whatever. Encouraging body movements to get the energy moving. We have like consciousness journey and I'll like work with the universal life force energy, so like Reiki and the rays of light and the flames, the different colored flames, and then, you know, channeling colors. So I'm very, I pull in a lot of different tools into my offerings. Thank you for sharing, Zarya, and thank you. Yeah. It mean like I think it can be approached in different ways, but for me it's all about using all of my different resources and tools and education, not just in the like hold on. Yeah, it's just about using all of my different resources, tools, and education. Because I have a science background. I have an engineering degree. Um, I have a lot of different training and schooling in different like relationships and things like that, or like relationship training, life coach training. But yeah, it's very much leading with love, kindness, compassion, hope, and just oh my gosh, we just got this emote. Did that answer your question enough? Do you have follow-up questions? You're welcome. Well, check out the like I said, check out the link that I shared. Like I said, that's kind of that's my rendition of what it means to me and kind of some differences and addressing the skeptics in a sense. And also, you know, there's validity in the other types of shamans as well. It's just that's not what I do. Mine definitely pulls in my science background and kind of like grounds it into a I don't know, grounds it into more language and a more or into a way. How do I want to? I've never had to explain it this. Hold on. I don't know. I don't necessarily want to fully compare other shamans because I haven't seen one on like I haven't gone to one myself with plant medicine because I've never felt called to. So I guess I'll just end it there. I think I'll just stop my thought there. Like, I do not use plant medicine. Nor do I use, like, the feathers or a big outfit or anything like that. What you see is what you get. Hey, Ara. Good to see you again. It's like we got the little lurk emote. I don't remember if that how you unlock that one. I think I put that for a sub, but here's my little lurk emote. Lurkin here. I'll make him big for you. You can really see his cuteness. I made him with the intention of it just being like a blob with eyes, but then it also kind of looks like he's waving, and so I like that too. I heard from another streamer you need to type or redeem to count as a lurk now. Is that about like channel points? Because I have no idea. That's a cute dancing butterfly emote. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. I just show up here. I mean, literally, I'm looking down in my Twitch stats and my OBS, and it still says I have 1 viewer, and I, you know, have people down here, or like you all in my chat, so it's fine. Oh my gosh. Gets marked as a bot. Interesting. I didn't even know they had. Is any of this real? Is this just a simulation? Could be. Could be. Well, anyways. What was I saying? Oh, okay. I know what I was talking about. And we're gonna go back to that briefly. So anyways, I was really excited. So I had my first sign up for my shamanic activation circle, now that we're talking about that. We were talking about shamanism. And super excited. Super thrilled. But I updated, so I had made the little slips to hand out, and I had just been like kind of gently advertising it on my, like with my emails and a little bit on social media, but I was like, all right, I think it's time to like put it on the website, and so people can like go and read the details and everything if they want. And I went and I added some like additional like boundaries to it, and I made like because I've been getting more involved on Threads. Threads is like my unhinged, just random, I don't know what's coming, but it's a good time. But I went and set, and I explicitly like laid out my boundaries about this upcoming event, because part of becoming, and I've been thinking about this a lot too, I had originally wanted to, you know, be able to provide yoga mats or pillows or like different things for people. But I also think there is a beauty in not providing those for people, especially in a circle that is for like a shamanic activation to help you become your own guru, because then it's another way of encouraging you, who, you know, is potentially coming, to take ownership of your journey and to take ownership of your needs, because that's what it's all about. It's tapping into you and taking care of yourself, and not necessarily like, it's great to have someone else do it for you at times, but like, no, I think it's actually important that you bring your own yoga mat or your own blanket or your own pillow or whatever it is that you want to be comfortable. And so I was just like, yeah, no, actually, it makes sense that this is where I'm hosting it, because I'm hosting it in like a meeting room at our local library, and I think that's also really cool, because the beings of light are all about like knowledge, and using the flames is all about knowledge, and even the sapphire flame is all about mental clarity. And so the fact that it's like the circle is being held in a library, and it's like you're surrounded by knowledge, even if like we're not going to be in the like amongst the books, we're in a meeting space, but it's still in the library. And I just think that's, I don't know, I think it's really cool. And I was like, all right, people. And also it's free. Like, I can't exchange money within the space, so, you know, I can't have anyone walk in and claim a spot. You gotta sign up beforehand. But I get to use the space for free, so love Spirit treating me in that way. and there's like glass windows for the door, but I'm like, I can use black trash bags and like painter's tape to cover the window so people can't see in while we're doing our like active meditation, so we're not disturbed. And like I plan to make little like do not disturb little flyers to put on the door, but outside of that, I'm so excited. And because of the like sanctity and like sacredness of the space, I'm like, it's no refunds for this event. So if you can't make it, I'm still gonna share love, light, and healing energy with you. You just won't get the sapphire flame activation. That's not gonna be shared asynchronously. But that I also have, you know, boundaries around tardiness. So it's like, as soon as I close that door, you get there's like a 5-minute leeway after my start time, and it's like, as soon as I close that door, no one else is coming in. Like, I don't care if you bought a ticket, I don't care if you hit traffic, you're not coming in. Like, and that is just to hold near and dear the space and the energy of that offering, and respect for the people that are coming too. So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm looking at it now too. So anyways, I'll drop the link in chat if anyone also wants to look at that. Did I already do it? Who cares? We're doing it again. It's my own chat. But I'm realizing that I did not I had made an edit on there. Oh, it just was being weird on this screen. Who cares? What is happening? Let's do that. Huh. Don't want to have a space here. Maybe I'll just add a second space. I feel good, y'all. I feel so good. I'm a little tired. I was up early. I'm not used to being up as early as I was. But sans that, I am so good. So good. Yeah, well, I'm coming, my trip was European time. They're 6 hours ahead, so I'm coming back. I know. I'm coming back from that, and I was waiting to do like a... I don't know. I just felt like I should get on, honestly. I felt like I should just start streaming, and it worked out. There was a good like synchronicity this morning that I, you know, love to feel, love to experience, and so I was just like, sweet. And I got to stream for like an hour and then go walk the dogs. It was kind of fun. I was like, oh, okay. All right. I see you. Oh. That is funny though. I did surprise. Don't get me wrong. I definitely surprised myself with it, but it's good. We wanna be here. We wanna show up. I will say I'll probably stream for... I'll probably be on for about an hour more, and then I'll probably call it a day today. Jump back on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Yeah, tomorrow is my like late night stream, or like when I'll do my late night stream and do offerings. Hey, Tanya. But yeah, for now we're just hanging out. Open and doing offerings, readings, all the things. Also reminding we got 9 days left for Ask the Ancestors. So, you want to contribute your spark points. I'll be streaming quite a bit more, I think, between now and then. Especially since I was gone on vacation. But I'm really excited because this weekend I get to do a pop-up at that like crystal shop. Woohoo! I was like, this hand kind of just died in that whoop. But I'm doing energetic surgery this weekend, or I'm doing my like energetic surgery offering this weekend. So that'll be like, I look forward to, I don't know, the momentum is here, guys. The momentum is here. It is building. It is, can you feel it? Like, I feel like I need to play one of those songs that's like the intro to like a hockey game where it's like, let's get ready to rumble, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, like that. That's awesome, Zarya. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight. You gotta get out there. You gotta get in front of the people. Yeah, I was doing so much like event planning before I went on my trip. I'm like, I have a pop-up this weekend that just came to fruition literally Monday. And then it's like, I have a festival next Saturday that I'm gonna be set up at. I have 2 events that I'm going to on the 30th. Oh, actually, hold on. I have this Saturday an event, next Saturday an event, next Sunday an event, and then 2 weeks from then, 2 events in one day, that'll definitely be a long day, because it's like I'm doing a 9 to 11 event, and then I'm doing like 6 p.m. to like 2 a.m. event. But we can do it. I believe in myself. Ooh, I didn't put, there's another fair I need to put in here. Like, while I'm thinking about it, let me slap it in here. It's so good. I'm so excited. Lots of good things happening. There. I've got that. Okay, cool. The only thing right now is I have a ton of events this month. I have a handful of events, maybe not a ton of events, but I have a handful of events this month, a handful in September. Gotta find some things for October. What's happening in October, guys? Or maybe Spirit's like, take a break and do readings on the weekends. Who knows? Said you've been learning traditional etiquette from a family member. That's cool. So you're feeling like your ancestors are like, yes, very good. Like golf clapping for you on the other side. Like, yes, hold your fork like that. Sit up straight. Yeah, I know there's Halloween and spooky times. It's just like, my vibe's not really spooky. Aw. I'm happy for you, Tanya. That's cute. Me and Halloween have a love, I'd say a love-hate relationship. I don't know if I actually like hate Halloween, but being that I was afraid of the dark for a long time as a child, and I don't really like scary movies, I'm like around the Halloween time, I'm like, unless I'm hosting a party or if I'm going to like a small like a party for someone that I like know well, I'm like, you know, there's just a lot of there's a lot there's a lot there's a lot that happens around Halloween. Now, Zarya, I like with is. Embrace the darkness. In darkness with is. Yeah, Tanya, I would, to be honest, I wouldn't question it. Just trust it, let it, like, allow yourself to feel good. There's no judgment here. Good. This is how you know I'm a millennial. I still do the hearts like this. What are people doing now? Aren't the kids doing this now? This is just uncomfortable. Alright. Alright, my Halloween lovers, what what are your kind of costumes do you like? And Tanya, I am doing readings. Is it thumbing? Oh, like this? No, we're full handing. Why make it harder on ourselves by throwing gang signs over here? Just give me the whole hand. But yeah, if you got channel points and you want to claim your one card per stream with that, I'm definitely open to do it until about 5 p.m. my time, which is about 45 minutes from now. And then I will sign off. Oh man, talking about Halloween, we used to do all through when we were in college. So the first year, what did I do the first year? I did a lot of, what did I do the first freshman year for Halloween? I'm like blanking on my freshman year, but I know once I moved out of the dorms and I was doing my, like, lived on my own, then I had Halloween parties and I was the host. And that was great. I said, I have so many more stories there, but my mind is like, ooh, card. All right, Tanya. In alignment. Yes. Let's see what card wants to come forward. We're going to the Black Tarot deck. Unless you had a different, unless you wanted me to do an oracle or a love deck, but the tarot deck is the one that I'm feeling called to pull the card from. Does that sound good? Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that's what came forward then. Alright, whatever is in the highest and best for Tanya. Okay. We got the Page of Spheres upside down. And really the sensation I get with this... Yeah. Well, the claim a card is to claim a card, so we're doing the card aspect. But I was gonna say, really the sensation that I get with this is like you're balancing on your head or like hanging upside down. Like I get this I get this feeling of like it's almost like your team is like shaking you. They're holding you by your feet upside down and just shaking you. Just like get the like self-judgment or the self-worries or the criticism or like the that like critical mind, like snap that, like shake that out of you. Like it feels like they're holding you by your feet and they're just like shaking you, just like quit it out, like quit it. So they're definitely being funny with you, but it's very much of like, yeah, it's a very humorous card, but it's a very much like, you're doing fine, my love. You're doing fine. You're doing great. Snap away, shake out, you know, stand on your head, shake away those judgmental, self-doubting thoughts. Snap them away. I know I've shared it in here before, but I'll share it again. Anytime you get like a critical thought that comes through, you can mosquito snap it away. So you pretend like the size of a bug, you place it between your fingers, you snap it, and you watch it fall to the ground, and you can say, you know, fuck off, heck off, screw you, whatever word sounds good for you. But like having that action with also vocalizing something will help you, like, will help that critical mind quiet. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. Yeah. I like these emotes. These are good. You got this. You're gonna be fine. Snap, name that voice in your head that makes you question things. Mine, I will not say the name on stream because I don't want that person to know that that's or who it is. But you could name it, if you like SpongeBob, you could name it Squidward, you could name it Gary, whatever it is. Like if you pick a character and just be like, whatever that voice is, whoever that voice is, be like, you know, Gary needs to fuck off today. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and send your energy back to you now. Call my energy back to me, Tanya. Thank you for sharing your time, energy, and gifts with me today. You're welcome. I love when our teams got jokes. I love when our teams are, I mean, they're full of joy on the other side, so it's full of love and light, and so it's just like, can't take them too seriously. I'm like, la cucaracha. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like once they cross over, they're able to see kind of the error of their ways. Like when you go through that like life review process, you get to see like you get to see how your actions affected everyone you interacted with from their perspective. Like you get to feel all those different emotions. And so a lot of times too, once the ancestors have like passed over, excuse me, once they've passed over, and they go through the life review, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I didn't realize, like they don't realize while they're here like the pain or things that they're passing on, but then once they cross over, they're like, oh, ooh, like I'm sorry. Yeah. I know even in my own lineage, like I've had a grandfather come forward and pass a message on, or like had me pass a message on to my dad about, how he's, you know, apologize for how he showed up in my dad's life growing up. So it's like, mm, mm. How did your sister pass? Sorry, if you don't mind me asking, or if you want to talk about it. Mm. How many siblings do you have? Gosh. I'm glad you can have those conversations with your mom though, Tanya. Like that's really special too. And Zarya, that is that's a big family. It's a big family. So thank you for sharing. Like at this point in my life, I don't really. If someone asks me how many siblings I have, I'm like, I don't know. um, because it's my between my parents and my husband's parents getting divorced and remarried in various states or different and multiple times. It's like I don't know, man. I got one biological brother, one half brother, one actively step brother, and then I have a lot of other siblings that are in-law siblings and or previous marriage siblings, step siblings. Like it's in-law, yeah. Yeah, that's really cool, Tanya. Yeah, Zarya, I'm like, okay. Let me think about it. So I had... If we include everyone that's ever been a sibling of mine by marriage... I think at this point it's 18 if you include the in-law siblings. Like, which is just wild to think about. I haven't done that math in quite some time. Oh, congratulations. How old are your sons? I'm glad you're trusting yourself, Tanya, and trusting that poll. Yeah, I think 18's right for me. I think there's been some other divorces and things amongst some of the step siblings. So I didn't really count the siblings that have been divorced out, that like came in through marriage in that way. $12 and $10. Beautiful. I'm just kind of chuckling at my own realization because it's just like, I love my family. I love my family. Don't get me wrong. I love my family. But one of the reasons my husband and I renewed our vows this year at our 5-year anniversary is because when we got married 5 years ago, I was in shock for like several months afterwards because even though I knew I wanted to be married and I wanted to marry him, I couldn't believe that I had gotten married because of all the divorce that had been amongst our families. And I also had a sibling tell me at that time, like, you know, they're like, I don't think you'll last more than 5 years. And he almost didn't come to the wedding. He ended up coming because my mom guilted him into coming. But, you know, we made it. We made it. And so, hell yeah. Plus we renewed because I feel like a completely different person than the version of myself that got married 5 years ago. Like, 5 years ago we got married and I was in shock and I was like, I wanted it to happen, but I was also like, couldn't believe I had done it. Whereas this year when we renewed our vows, it was like, no, this feels good. I was not in shock. I was fully grounded in who I was and who I want to be and in myself and the relationship, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, this is good. Yeah, the Tanya, the thing about like possessions of like past loved ones too is like their energy can linger there. Or like their energy can linger there, or like stories can can live in objects. There's, I think it's psychometry is that phenomenon or that gift of being able to like tell a story or feel the story of the object. So I don't think do I have anything? I think I got rid of it. I think I gave it to someone. But I used to have a coin that every time I would touch it, I would get this visual, like the story of that coin of like when it made its like last like handoff. Like I could see where it was, I could feel where it was. And I've had that happen. Like there's other objects I've done it with where I can like tune in and be like, I can get like the whole story of the object. That's why I'm very cautious and conscious of who I touch. I'm very much a tactile person. Like I love to touch things. I love the different textures of things, but I'm very conscious and careful of like just touching people in general, or just like what I will touch, because there's an energy exchange there. There's a story exchange there, and it doesn't happen very often. I think there's only been one time I've touched something that I was like, ooh, I need to like let go of that. Like there was one time I was at a shop, and I felt I was doing an event there, and I'd cleaned up the energy prior to going. Yeah, like I was at a crystal shop, and I was doing an event there, but I was like I cleared the energy of the space before I went, like with the owner's permission, and then kind of there was like a lull, and so I was kind of walking around, and I felt really drawn to this one area, this one shelf, and there was this like black cat statue that was like on one of the shelves, and I remember touching it and being like and feeling it, and feeling just like my whole body, like there was some really dense dark energy within it. And so I went over to the owner, and I was like, it's like, you might want to check on this particular crystal, like obviously not at this moment because there was an event going on, but I was like, you might want to check on this. There's some really weird, really, like, I mean, to her I was like, there's some really weird energy. I mean, she would know, but I was trying not to like make a big deal about it with other people in the store, but in my mind it was like, there is something real dense going on with this thing. And then the next time I saw her and I came back for another event, she was like, you were totally right. She was like, I cleared it. Like, she's like, I cleansed it and cleared it after that event, or after people were gone. And like the next day someone came in and bought it. But I was just like, I'm glad she cleansed it. I'm glad she cleansed it, because I was like, girl, you get this out of your store. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. All that to say is, you know, be conscious of what you touch, where you put your hands, and how you put your hands on things. There's an energy exchange there. That's also why I have a really hard time walking through museums, because I really want to touch the shit that's on the walls, and everything says don't touch, and so I literally have to walk around with my hands in my pockets and like playing with something to try to like distract myself from actually like reaching out and touching things, because I'm like, I just want to put my hands on it. Is it normal for ancestors to gather to certain locations? Yeah, they'll go to places where they like they know you might be looking for them, or like a common place of theirs. Same with like animals. Like if you have an animal companion who's passed, um oftentimes like their spirit or their energy might linger on their old dog bed or on their old like cat tower or in the space where they used to lay a lot. Like I even had one of my neighbors put out a cat tower not recently, but it was a couple months ago. They put out a cat tower on the curb for anyone to pick up, but it was like a nice cat tower, and we got cats, and so I was like, if it was still there when we came back from getting dinner, we would bring it home, and it was. And when we brought it into the house and I touched it, I could feel that the cat was still there, or like the spirit of the cat was still there. And so I helped clear that energy and helped kind of send the spirit of the cat over. But it was very much lingering in like the one or two areas on the tower where it must have laid a ton, because they're just like two little corners of like the beds that its energy was living, and it just kind of felt like it must have gotten old and sick and passed away, but its energy was kind of lingering there, and so I just kind of I helped shepherd the spirit on. I have I have noticed that I don't know how it's gonna fully develop, to be honest, but I have noticed a pattern in sort of my offering, my channel, and everything. I already know that I do a ton of like energy work, energy transmuting, helping heal in that capacity, but I've noticed the pattern at this point now where I've had more than a handful of experiences of um, helping a spirit that is like transitioning, like starting to transition, go over, like helping them transition in some capacity, or like get a message through, or ease some of the fears or stress right before they potentially pass over. Which I did formalize that into an offer on my website. And the offer is more of like a message. So if you have a loved one or an animal companion who is looking, or their health might be getting bad, or you're starting to wonder if they might be time for them to pass over, basically you text me, so like their name, if you have like guardianship and over them, for me to tune in what this kind of situation is, and then your email address, and then I do like an audio recording of a channeled message and send that through along with an invoice or a link to where to pay. Yeah, that's one of yeah, Tanya, that's one of the reasons whenever I travel, I really love going to places of worship. I don't like, even though I don't identify with any particular religion or like practice, I really enjoy checking out like different types of churches and temples and things like that, just because it's like I love to go in those spaces and just feel the energy. And or I also feel pretty called to like, I usually feel called to do some amount of like energy work within them too. But it's it's not negative energy work. It's more of like a helping just kind of transmute whatever is kind of in the space or whatever I feel called to, but bringing a lot of love or light into the space while I'm in it. Yeah. I mean, there's something about having a collective space to worship or pray or meditate or whatever you want to call it. But just like there's something really special and beautiful about having a dedicated space to call in that type of energy, call in that support, that healing energy, that loving energy, that light energy, that it's like it just creates like a portal for it to come through. So I mean, I get why people want you to go to church and everything like that, but just kind of making those portals in more places than that, expanding where it can come through. Let me tell you, I've been, even for my like offering that I'm doing in September, in my meditations, it's like I've been pouring almost every meditation that I've done. It's like I will do some amount of like just pouring a bunch of like love and light into the space for where my offering's gonna take place, and it's like I'm charging the space every day that I meditate. I'm pouring more in there to help charge the space. And like creating like an energetic battery for when that offering comes. All right, it's getting kind of warm up in this space, and the sun is calling me to lay down. So I think I'm gonna call it a day. I've really enjoyed kind of the longer streams today, or just like getting to come on and chat and do the different offerings and everything that came through. But I think it's time for me to go soak up the sun and enjoy my evening. So. You got it, Tanya. Trust your instincts. All right. I send you all so much love and light. Thank you for sharing your time, energy, and gifts with me today. And I will see you again tomorrow. Good night, loves. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, whenever you tuned in. All right. Bye for now. Mwah.